Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bailey. Feel free to hit that subscribe button. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram for more content at Baileystewartmgmt. Today's video is a Lazuli label review of their new Scrunch Sculpt. So we have 3 new colors coming out November 10th at 7 p.m. GMT, 2 p.m. EST. I'll have all the time zones right here so you don't miss out. Code Bailey will save you 10% off, saves you money, but also counts as an entry to my monthly giveaways, which I'll have linked down below. New Scrunch Sculpt. It's been a hot minute, I feel like, since we've gotten new Scrunch Sculpt, so I am super excited. You guys know I'm all about scrunch and glute compression. These are like different colors than we've gotten in Scrunch Sculpt, so they are unique. It's not like the same neutral shades that we had been getting. It's still a very good fall palette, very pretty jewel tones, and then we've got a bright green, and we have been asking for green as Scrunch Sculpt for forever. So I do really like this color palette. I think it's unique to what they've done, but also still very in for this season. We have the Scrunch Sculpt leggings, but we also have the shorts dropping as well, and then we have the halter neck sports bras in all 3 colors. This is a limited edition collection and a very limited stock collection. So if you are really keen on getting some of these colors or pieces, I would definitely be ready on site for when it drops, just because they did order lower stock. I have matcha latte, which is a very pretty light green. It is a more muted tone. I feel like the name is very fitting for the color. It's definitely giving matcha. It's not gonna be like a neon green. It's not a super dark green. I love a light color, so I definitely think this one's gonna make the butt look the best because it is a lighter shade. And I feel like this green will also pair so well with their other greens. I love a monochromatic look. And then we have Very Cherry. Now, when I first opened the package, I was like, oh my God, they forgot the red, because it all looked purple. So it is a darker cherry color. For some reason in my head, I was expecting like my lipstick red from Juicy, although cherries are darker, so it's like the natural cherry. And then like the bright red's like the fake preservative cherry that goes on ice cream. Deep red, almost like Merlot, like a wine. Very perfect for fall. These are very unique to anything that they've done, and we've been asking for a red, and they're like, here you go. It is a beautiful shade, perfect for fall. It's obviously not like a super bright red. Maybe we'll get that next summer, but this red is still insanely beautiful. And then we have what I'm currently wearing, which is the dark purple. And again, in packaging, it looked very similar, but obviously like next to each other, they are different. But that's what I was like, wait, I was only sent purple, no red. I haven't really noticed any inconsistencies between colors, but again, could just be the batch I received. I feel like with Seamless, it truly is so different per batch with a lot of brands. But I feel like at least with the batch I received, this launch, all of the colors fit pretty much the same. It's not like where I feel like previous launches, like the pinks, for example, were always a lot stretchier than the other colors. I feel like for the most part, even like matcha latte feels the same as the Very Cherry or the dark purple. So again, I would say to your normal size in all the pieces, I wouldn't change your size for a different color, because in my opinion, they all fit the same. I'm wearing extra small in everything, tops and bottoms. I again prefer a more snug fit, so I do like this tighter fit. I also feel like tighter fit under glute compression lifts the cheeks more, and also because the waistband is lower compression and I like a tight waistband, I feel like doing extra small does help it fit a little bit better. So that is just why I do extra small. But again, it all is very dependent on your fit preference. Here are the matcha leggings. Again, it's got the ribbed waistband, and it's got this seam on both sides, kind of similar to like Honor's Effortless. Again, it is thicker, but it's still lower compression. It doesn't taper in like an Alphalete Amplify waistband. And then you've got the stretchy, slicker, seamless fabric right here. No compression right here. And then you've got the minimal logo right here, and then it goes down right at the thigh area to a ribbed compressive design, which is what helps lift. And then it also wraps around the back under the glutes as well, and then along the sides. So right here after the waistband, it starts on the side and it kind of scoops around. Kind of gives that monkey butt when you're just like holding it up, but when on, it looks so nice. Ribbed compression right here under the glutes, and then stops. I'll measure right here. I feel like it's like 5 inches, and then goes back into the non-compressive, stretchy, slicker, seamless fabric. And then in the glute area, it goes to the normal stretchy, slick fabric as well. It is, again, a little bit higher up, more glute room than like Define, so longer, glute friendly. I know some people who have longer glutes with Define, it would chop it off. This, you have a lot more room for your glutes. In this one, you've got a different scrunch. You've got kind of like an amplified scrunch. It's thinner, goes in the cheeks more. 4 seam scrunch. There is no front seam, you've got to gusset. I personally don't get camel toe in these. I do get a little bit of Barbie crotch, but again, that doesn't bother me. This material also doesn't show sweat. I really don't know if I've ever noticed sweat in my Scrunch Sculpt, to be honest. If I have, it dried really quick. And then you've got a little bit of that rib detailing down on the leg as well, but it doesn't have like any compression or anything in it. We'll do the sticker test, but obviously Matcha Latte is a lighter shade. It's gonna be the most sheer out of all the colors, but I still feel like nude thong are gonna be fine. If you have a glute tattoo or anything, you're likely gonna see it in this color. If you have a thigh tattoo though, I really wouldn't stress, because this area is so thick and compressive because of the rib detailing, that if it's in your, like, if the tattoo is around your thigh, I don't feel like you'll see it where, if it's where the ribbing is at. Here are the matcha, oh my god. See, I'm not kidding, the lighter shades just make your butt look 10 times bigger, because I feel like the darker shades just kind of hide it. But yeah, makes the glutes look so good. Has the ribbing under glute compression, and then the high waistband, this thin scrunch, so it does go all the way in the cheeks, a little bit more noticeable. And then you've got the compression that goes around here, and no front seam. And then again, higher rise. 7/8 length. I'm 5'4". Again, it's so stretchy you can pull it down. We'll put the sticker in. So same as the shorts. Obviously, if you have a tattoo, you'll probably see it in the glute area. I really wouldn't worry too much about right here though, because of how thick the fabric is right there to give the lift. But you'll probably see it right here. If you don't have a glute tattoo, nude thong, you're gonna be fine. This is hands down my favorite color. It makes the butt look so dang good. And again, we haven't had a light green Scrunch Sculpt, only a dark one. So I'm so excited for this color and all the monochromatic looks I get to do. Also, if you have the green V seam, you can mix and match that with these. Slay. I hope we get more bright colors in these in summer. These are good, like, fall colors though. They're different, but they're still in season. I feel like people would have been like, why are you giving, like, had they done neons, I feel like people would have been like, why are you giving us neons? So I feel like they gave us unique colors that we asked for while still keeping it in season. And I do think these colors are absolutely beautiful, especially if you are a jewel tone girl. And then we've got a bright green finally. I'm so happy. Here's the dark purple. So again, side-by-side comparison of the very cherry to the dark purple. Again, same fit, ribbed waistband. Does have marl in it. The under glute compression fit is the same as the red, as the Matcha Latte. Scrunch. It's not as short as like Define Impact, and because it is less compressive on the leg area, you are able to pull it down a little bit more, so I wouldn't stress the length too much on these. The sticker chest in dark purple for the leggings. So this is the purple in the leggings. I wasn't sent the shorts, but the shorts are still dropping. So again, the Scrunch Sculpt, high rise, so I have a shorter torso and they hit past my belly button, and it is a vertical ribbed thicker waistband right here. So if you maybe shop Define and you like the impact, but maybe you want a little bit higher rise with under glute compression, I feel like Lazuli is a good option because it is higher rise than Define Impact. But it does have a thick ribbed vertical detailing with compression around the thighs and around the glutes in the back. It does have a different scrunch as well compared to Define. This scrunch is more similar to like an Alphalete Amplify scrunch. And it's also a little bit longer glute friendly than Define. Define is very, very short glute friendly. This one, even though I have short glutes, like it still works, but it does come a little bit higher up right here than Define. But again, they both have equal lift and compression, and they're both insanely flattering. And I know some people either love Lazuli or love Define because they are quite different. Like even though they both have underglute compression, they are very, very different design-wise. But both still give that booty lifting that we are all about. And inseam is also longer than Define. So if you're a taller girly and want some leggings, you'd probably prefer the Lazuli because they do hit a lot longer than Define Impact. And the material is, I feel like, a little bit stretchier because again, in these, you only have the compression right here where the ribbed detail is around the thigh, and then the rest goes into their normal seamless stretchy fabric. Whereas with the Define Impact leggings, the compression is all the way down. And this does have a slight marl to it, but this purple is beautiful. I feel like this is the perfect jewel toned purple for fall and winter. And darker colors tend to like hide the glutes, but again, because it does have that under glute compression, it is still insanely flattering on the back side. I feel like Define Impact, Lazuli Scrunch Sculpt are just chef's kiss for the glutes. And again, if you do have longer glutes, longer torso, I feel like you will love the Lazuli Scrunch Sculpt. We'll put the sticker in and do a squat test. And again, right here, you've got the ribbing going right here and then scoops under the glutes, very similar to like Define Impact. But it does have a scrunch that goes in the cheeks, I would say a little bit more than Define Impact, and it's like a thinner Amplify type scrunch. But yeah, this material right here does go into the normal seamless fabric, whereas this is a thicker ribbed fabric. Also, I would say this is pretty cellulite friendly because of the thick ribbing right under the glutes and in the back of the thigh. So I wouldn't worry at all about cellulite showing in, honestly, any of these. But we've got the sticker in. You can slightly see it, but for the most part, I think you're gonna be fine doing legs in these. I really wouldn't stress it, but again, we'll do, oh, sorry, I did legs and I'm sore. Ooh. And yeah, the waistband, I would say it's medium compression. It's not as like compressive as like an Amplify waistband. I feel like that tapers in a little bit more. Maybe same level as like Define Impact, to be honest, but again, it does come higher up and it's not like tiered or anything. I definitely think you can stay true to size in these, but just know it's meant to be tight around the thigh area to lift. But I feel like sizing up could potentially make the waistband feel a little big, or you get extra bunching in the crotch area. So honestly, for the most part, I would say stick to your normal size. Very cherry leggings, extra small. So it's definitely like a purpley red, more of like a wine merlot, which I guess is kind of like a cherry, like the natural cherries. Again, not the fake ice cream cherries. High rise, again, fit feels very consistent to the other ones. Got the ribbed compression right here. Not super noticeable. And then it wraps around, like it starts up here and then goes and kind of scoops around the glutes to give that lift. It's pretty, like it's the perfect fall red. I'm gonna do with squat test. The sticker is right here. Again, I feel like if you have a tattoo, like you're gonna be fine. You might slightly see it, but I wouldn't stress too much. Waistband stays put. I rarely have to adjust the waistband on these. So for the shorts, in an extra small, they are 8.5 inseam, so they are longer. I don't mind this length. I feel like even if you're shorter, you can kind of pull them up more, but obviously they're gonna be longer than like Define's bikers. So do keep that in mind. I personally don't mind the length. I like a longer length, but the rise is also 8 inches. So again, high rise, the ribbed waistband, which is 3.5 inches long. We've got, again, the seamless fabric right here, the monochromatic logo, ribbed waistband with the side seams, low to medium compression. It is 8.5. It's good. Then you've got the rib detailing, and on the bikers versus the leggings, the ribbing goes all the way down, whereas the leggings, obviously it stops. The ribbing on the leggings is 4 inches, whereas on the bikers, it goes all the way down. And these do not roll, don't show sweat. The darker colors, I really wouldn't worry about sheerness. You've got the scrunch, the compression. We'll do the sticker test in these. These are the Very Cherry. Again, I didn't get the shorts of the dark purple, but I'm sure the fit is the same, especially because the leggings and the 2 shorts I do have feel very consistent. Here are the shorts in Very Cherry. Again, everything's extra small. I rolled them up to be a little bit shorter, but they usually hit a little bit longer. They do not move unless you like physically pull them up, which I love. High rise, low to medium compression, so not super snatching, but it's also not just like sitting there. Again, insanely flattering on the glutes. You've got the under glute compression going all the way around the glutes, the scrunch. But yeah, fit is the same as the last Scrunch Sculpt. Nothing's changed about the fit of Scrunch Sculpt, so I don't think you need to change your size. If you've bought them before and you like the size, stick with that one. Sheerness is pretty much the same as the leggings. Again, if you have a thigh tattoo right here, wouldn't stress it. Cellulite, wouldn't stress it. Even a glute even a glute tattoo in this color, I really wouldn't stress that much. New thong, you're gonna be 100% okay with any type of bending movement. Right here is tight. It's tight at the bottom, but that's what helps keep it from moving. And then you've got this stretchy seamless fabric right here, and then at the glutes, here are the matcha latte shorts. Same sheerness as the leggings. I still do these for leg day. I don't feel like, even though it's a lighter shade, I don't feel like it's that sheer, so I feel comfortable doing legs in these and bending and squatting. For the Scrunch Sculpt shorts in matcha latte, this is definitely probably my favorite color just because I love the bright shades, but this also pairs really pretty with dark purple. I feel like it gives Halloween vibes. Length of the shorts, they are longer short, they are biker length. I personally like this length. I feel like they don't roll. I feel like I can also pull them up and adjust them. They don't roll on me. They stay put throughout my whole workout. Again, it's high rise. It's definitely like low to medium compression in the stomach because like the fabric does have so much stretch. But then right here in the leg area is where the compression is. But I do get a little bit of extra fabric because I have a shorter torso. Doesn't bother me though, and still insanely flattering. But again, I feel like you get a little bit more glute room than the Define Impact, so works better for like longer glute girls because it does come a little bit past my glutes right here. I wouldn't mind if they did shorten it a little bit, but it's still insanely flattering because it has that under glute compression and scrunch, so it doesn't bother me. But again, another reason I would suggest if you want it more fitted, to size down, because sizing up can like make these areas a little bit baggier. But I like the biker length because again, you can get that under glute fold and you've got the ribbing right here. Now this is a lighter shade, so we'll put the sticker in. So a little bit see-through. So if you have a tattoo, you might slightly see it, but I personally, I don't know, I wouldn't stress this color. Even with it, I mean, it's very faint, but obviously this is going to be the most sheer color because it is the lighter. There's also the logo on the side, which is always monochromatic. And then again, you've got the ribbing down here. And then we have the bras. which I got extra small on all of them, and I would say if in between to size down, but I do feel like these fit a little bit more true to size than like previous ones. Again, I feel like because it has so much coverage, if you did want it tighter, you could size down, but also the neck strap is adjustable, so you can tighten it if needed, which I really like that feature. I really wish that they would bring back, and I feel like they've said no before, and I really hope they reconsider because I feel like it would sell out. I mean, it did sell out, so I'm not sure why they didn't bring it back. The long sleeve open back tops with the ruche detailing to go with the Scrunch Sculpt. I personally would prefer that over these tops. I feel like these are like, yeah, their halters are cute, but they're just like, I don't know. I like the long, like, I love either baby tees, full length tops, or like crop tops, or those long sleeve ruche tops. I feel like it just makes your outfit just stand out even more than just like a normal sports bra. Don't get me wrong, I do like these, but I just feel like those would probably sell better. Adjustable strap, halter neck, and then it is a longer back, so you do have some coverage. You've got the ribbed band at the bottom, you've got the removable cups, and then the ruche detailing in the front. The same seamless fabric as these, so I really wouldn't worry too much about sweat showing in these. Purple, you can definitely mix and match. I feel like these two, like this color combo would be so cute. It gives Halloween. Then the Very Cherry bra. Here's the Very Cherry bra. The bras also fit quite consistent as well. All my extra small tops feel the same. Again, you've got the adjustable halter neck. You've got the scrunch detailing right here. The thick ribbed band does have removable cups, a scoop neckline. Nothing's digging in. I have good side boob coverage, front boob coverage, under boob coverage. Still gonna be like lower support. Like it's definitely not something you can like run in, but I feel like I'm very comfortable doing upper body and lower body in this bra. The back just looks like this. You've got the logo right here, ribbed band, has some stretch. It's fitted, but it doesn't feel uncomfortable. The halter really doesn't dig in that much in my opinion, and like I can wear it all day and feel fine. Like it doesn't feel uncomfortable. So we're gonna do color comparisons now, but again, like I said, these are unique to any of the Scrunch Sculpt colors that have ever come out, so there's really not much to color compare. Here is Very Cherry to two colors, because that's the only colors I have that are similar to this. Not even really similar, but here is Dusty Rose, the Berry V-Seam. Not been a red Scrunch Sculpt ever. So slay. Two Alphalete colors. Here is New Burgundy. This one's definitely a little bit more red. Black Cherry to Very Cherry. Copper. Bordeaux. And then Cran. Oh wow. It's quite similar. So if you have any tops in Cran, I definitely feel like you could mix and match with the new Lazuli Very Cherry. Brawl to Very Cherry. Puff Bunny Lust to Very Cherry. Eggplant. That's all I have. And then here is Venom to Very Cherry. And then here is the Dark Purple to Berry V-Seam. Dusty Rose to Eggplant. Bunny Lust. Here's Vanity, Venom to Alphalete. Here is Reggio to Dark Purple. Here is Twilight to Dark Purple. Black Cherry to Dark Purple. So again, there hasn't been a purple V-seam either. I literally dyed my other one. That's how I got it purple. I dyed my bone gray. So super excited that we now have a purple and a red. And then again, we've not had a light green Scrunch Sculpt. Here is the Matcha Latte. We have, however, had a dark green. I can't remember the name of this one. This one was like from this might be like the OG. Like this was the very first launch. So here was the dark green to now we finally have a light green Scrunch Sculpt. Definitely a more muted. Like again, I feel like the name is exactly how it sounds. Matcha. Makes your butt look insane. But here's the green V-seam. It's a Lazuli color. This is the Basics or something like that. It's the elephant, or I don't know, the green one from that launch. Scrunch Seamless or something like that. The one without glue compression green. Okay, so if you have the Define Fresh Green, I believe is what it was. It's a dynamic color, like I have it in the bra. It is very, very similar. I feel like I would definitely pair this top with it. I feel like the camera's not picking up how similar it is. Like I feel like on camera it doesn't look similar, but in person, it looks like a match. So if you have any of the dynamic tops or vice versa bottoms, you can definitely mix and match Fresh Green with it. Here is the Palm Green. This one is definitely lighter. Dang, I can't remember the name. I'll have it on the screen, but it's the green that recently dropped. This one again is still a little bit brighter, but I would definitely mix and match. So if you got any of the bras from the Laney drop or vice versa, you want the bra from this drop, you can definitely mix and match. Here's Pistachio Define. Definitely a cute mix and match moment. Next we will do Buff Bunny Greens. So here it is to Pistachio. A little bit lighter, but I still feel like it would pair really well together. Honeydew. And then the new Siren. Lemon Pepino from Buff Bunny. Another cute mix and match moment. I feel like this color combo would be so dang cute. Here is Tea Leaf to Matcha. It is Matcha Latte Buff Bunny to Matcha Latte V-seam. Alphalete Greens, which is the new Tenacity, I believe is what that's called. Frozen Spring. Citrus Frost. Olive or something like that. The Tenacity. That is everything dropping. It's a small drop with 3 colors, the bikers, the leggings, and the bra. November 10th at 7 p.m. GMT, 2 p.m. EST, 11 a.m. PST. Code Bailey will save you 10% off. Does help support me, so thank you so much if you use it. If you do use it, make sure to screenshot and enter my monthly giveaway. Your support means the world. I've been waiting for more Scrunch Sculpt, so I'm so excited. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Send me a DM and I'll try to get back to you before the launch. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.